Right, thank you, Madam, should I say host, co-host. Good morning to you, good morning to Radio Land, those persons living in Radio Land. Good morning to the host of on this morning's show, GQ, in the Master Control Room. A pleasant good morning to St. Kitts and Nevis and our nationals, returning nationals who are here for Music Fest. Good morning to all. As my host said, I am Inspector John Bergen. I am a police officer for the last 35 years. I have been around a long time and have been a part of the Security Forces United Football Club for about 32 years now. I played, I managed, I coached, I have done everything. I'm still around assisting with the club's development, as you know, and I want to take this time out to congratulate the club, the team, the senior men's team, for their recent promotion back to the Premier Division. That's where we belong. And we're going to continue to develop other football giant here in St. Kitts and Nevis. But my main reason here this morning is to speak about the Security Forces second annual crime intervention summer camp, summer football camp. It's an all football camp, but there are some things that I want to share. I will turn it back over to Madam Host, and then we will speak more about the camp.
Okay, Inspector Bergen, thank you so much for that introduction. I want you to, before we address the things that you came to address, can you just tell us a little bit more of the camp for those who didn't tune in a couple of weeks ago when you were here? Just tell us a bit about the camp, the date and stuff like that. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. So we are in the final stages of hosting our second summer camp. The camp runs from the Monday the 15th of July to the 26th, Friday the 26th. It's a 2 weeks camp. It's going to be held at Flow Ground in Nevis, in St. Kitts. I said Nevis because we intend to replicate the summer camp as well on Nevis, but I'm going to be speaking more about the St. Kitts end today in relation to how things are going, where we are, and what we need. The camp will be okay. So the camp will be dealing with the catering for children between the ages of 7 years and 17. So mainly our primary school up to high schoolers, they will be featured on the camp on a daily basis. Registration, it continues. It's going well. We have engaged the schools. We have engaged football clubs to send their children. There's a small fee this year. Last year it was free, but we decided to bring a $25 fee. That boils down to about 10 into 25 goes $250 a day, basically. And out of that, the children, each child who come in our gate, attending our camp, they're going to be getting a football jersey, a full football jersey, top and bottom. So if you have not heard about the Security Forces second annual crime intervention summer camp as yet, and you want your child to be somewhere between the 15th to the 26th of July, Flow Ground is where we're going to be for our summer camp. It's only $25. The children will get their kits. They will get water bottles. We provide water for them. We provide Powerade for them. We provide a little snack for them. And it's a good opportunity for these youths to be engaged for this 2 weeks period. The camp will run from 9 a.m. daily to midday, or thereabout, 12:30, the latest, when we finish, wrap up, of course. And there's a lot of activities that are going to be involved with this year's summer camp. While we're speaking about water and Powerade, we want to commend and congratulate Cascab St. Kitts Limited for coming on board with us. They have sponsored us. Hopefully all the waters that we're going to need, and Powerade as well. So congrats to Cascab St. Kitts Limited. We really appreciate your support, and we're looking forward to the continued support. A number of other entities have been supporting us as well, and we say thank you. You'll hear more about those corporate partners that we have on board this year with us. I'll stay here for now, and if there's any question or concerns you want to bring, I don't know if we're going to open up to Radio Land, that I can address while we're here. I'm expecting another guest, a distinguished gentleman, to join us in person, and I'm hoping to get a call from one of our international correspondents. And he's in Atlanta right now. He was in the last occasion he called in to update us. I'm going to send him the number now that he can reach out to us, the US number. Beresford Mackey should be calling in as well to give his feedback on how plans are going. We are having a number of international coaches geared up, ready to come down to St. Kitts and Nevis again. Last year we had 6 international coaches from out of the US and the UK, and we are looking forward to build on that number this year. Hopefully we can have about 7 to 10 of them. We're having coaches coming out of some of the big clubs in England, coaches from out of these youth academies. For example, we have in Tottenham Hotspurs, coaches from Tottenham Hotspurs, coaches from West Ham, coaches from Arsenal Youth Academy. These are big name clubs in England that has a good structure, and we're bringing this experience to St. Kitts and Nevis to engage our youths and to give them a hope for when they grow up, a bright future for St. Kitts and Nevis football. We are also having some coaches out of the US coming out of North Carolina, Florida, Atlanta. So the camp is growing, and we are looking forward to a successful event this year when it comes.
Inspector Morgan, very excited introduction and brief remarks that you just gave. Hi, Doc. Good morning.
Good morning. Such a joy, such a joy, such a joy.
Introduce yourself to my viewing and listening audience.
Yes, it's a joy to be here with you, Inspector, and my wonderful colleague. It's just a wonderful joy also to be in St. Kitts. I'm Dr. Isaac Newton, and I'm working with your Inspector and his group on this very important project through the Dr. Denzil Global Lifestyle Foundation. We have partnered last year with this wonderful program. We believe that we must be tough on the causes of crime, and we have been committed all year round. And so this is the second year. It's an exciting year, and we look forward to continue this incredible partnership. And we also invite persons within the wider community, corporate community, civic society, to participate. Last year, I think we had approximately almost 200 young people participating in the program. This year, we have already signed up over 250 here in St. Kitts and over 200 in Nevis. It's a very important program, as you know, down your alley. Your passion is about how do we create partnership between the police force and community so that we steer our young people away from antisocial behavior. We are able to develop healthy relationships where we prevent criminal activity, and we sort of create a citizenry built upon respect and decency and honing talents and gifts. And I think that's where we are, and I look forward to continue participating in this incredible program. I know that Mr. Beresford is willing to call. I think that there's a telephone from, and did we send it to him? Because I know he's trying to come in, and he wants to participate, to share with us what's happening on the international scene and what are some of the work that they have been doing to make this program both have a wow effect and a big bang impact. And so I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much, Doc, for that introduction. You know, in everything that you do, there's obstacles, there's challenges and stuff like that. To be honest, we're also in the festive atmosphere. We have music festival, White Sun. All of entities are focused and geared towards in that. Is there any challenges that you're facing while you try your best to use this crime intervention for our youths? Is there any challenges that you're facing?
We have our major challenges is basically financing this camp. The camp is almost free, as we said, $25 really. And we are not doing this for profit. We are trying to steer, as Dr. Newton said, steer our youths in the right direction. Something must stick with these youths the 2 weeks that we are going to have them. We're going to keep them in a safe environment. They're already in a safe environment, and we're going to make sure that they come to the camp and they leave with something that they didn't have before they came. Right? So it's the challenge basically is financing, and we are seeking, we're not coming with a begging hat, but we're asking for partnership.
Right.
And we are asking our corporate partners, whatever you can do. It may not be money, but in kind. You know, if you're a bus driver and you want to transport some children from St. Peter's to Flow Ground, from Newton Ground to Flow Ground, you know, we are open for that. If you want to supply foodstuff, fruits, watermelon, bananas, we are open for that. We accept whatever support you can give to help this program. We have a number of international coaches as well. We are bringing them in. We're inviting them to come in because it's a partnership between them and us. They're bringing the experience and knowledge and talent to St. Kitts and Nevis to help our youths, you know, dream of becoming professional players or to make something out of their life, out of football. It doesn't have to be on the field, but off the field. For example, one of these kids might someday be the Minister of Sports. One of these kids might be a doctor, a lawyer, and sports might be an avenue that can get them a university degree. So that is the main vision of this camp, to transform these youths' life, to steer them in the right direction, keep them on the straight and narrow. And so we are begging, we're asking for a partnership from the corporate world, the corporate society, so that we can, you know, make this camp successful. Madam Chair?
Yes, thank you so much, Inspector Brogan, for that. We're going to break for a bit and we're going to pay some bills and come right back. The lines will be open for persons to call. There's also an overseas number, 718-577-2916. Thank you, sir.
The specials at Domino's are hot, hot, hot for any occasion. Hot right out of the oven. 1 medium, 2 topping pizza, and 2 20-ounce Cokes, only $35. Free Coke with your lunch until 2 p.m. Small, 1 topping school child lunch special, only $14. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $69. 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $92. Oh, and the big one, baby. Free large pizza every Tuesday with your favorite 2 for Tuesday special. So, come on down or call and order now and experience our tasty oven-baked goodness. Domino's, the home of satisfaction.
Wow, call Domino's.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Thank you so much for that, GQ. Welcome back to Policing with You. I am your host, Shamin Odin. With me, I have Inspector Bergen and Dr. Newton. With us, they're here to speak about the Security Forces United Football Youth Summer Camp. We're going to hear from the doctor. He's going to elaborate on the question that I asked, where these challenges and what type of challenges he's going to take. We have a call, so we're going to pause a bit. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning. I'm embarrassed that I was supposed to be joining the panel.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Oh, okay, right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Inspector.
Hi,
good morning, Dr. Newton.
Pleasure, Joy.
Yeah, so I'm here with you guys now.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Beresford is Sergeant Ordain Beresford is our international partner, and he has been over the last year or so organizing with our international coaches, both in the UK as well as in the United States. But I just want him to share with us, with our audience, some of the things that he's doing, some of the partnership that he was able to put in place and establish, and how excited they are to come to St. Kitts. And then I'll respond to your important critical question about challenges. So Beresford, join us and talk to us about what's happening overseas, what you've been doing, where we are, some of the challenges that you have been experiencing there, and I will piggyback on that. Thanks so very kindly.
Okay. Once again, good morning, and thank you very much. I'm back in Atlanta. I think the last time I spoke with the program, I was in London and was having those meetings with our partners, True Life Sport. And obviously they are an organization in London who we brought on board to support and deliver a high-quality summer camp for St. Kitts and Nevis this year. And the reason for that is True Life Sport. They are a grassroots organization in the United Kingdom, particularly working across all 32 London boroughs in delivering football or soccer programs for both boys and girls. And they're very, very effective and work with a lot of the Premiership football clubs, particularly like Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham. So we've got those three sort of connections there. So far, since coming back home, we've been able to work with the U.S. coaches, and I had a conversation on Monday with our head coach, Coach Nick, who was there last year, and we're just working through the logistical areas that need to be just tidied up. Coming out of the UK, it's been absolutely fantastic. We've got donations so far from the Arsenal Football Club. They have come on board in a tremendously huge way. We've also brought on board a company, and what this company does, at the end of each Premiership season, they go to all of the Premiership football clubs, and they collect all of the soccer boots because, football players, they change their boots every game. Some may keep the same boots. Some have the boots cleaned and put the pegs back on, whichever way, however they do that. And so they have collected a significant number of soccer boots and cleats for the program. And so that in itself is particularly interesting right now, because we're able to bring that sort of donations to the young people of St. Kitts. So what I decided to what I said to the guys, what we don't want to have the kids turning up, and because they don't have the required football gear, they feel any less than those who are already slightly a little bit more affluent and can afford, a pair of football boots and stuff like that. We don't want to have that for any kid. We'd like to have everybody have a pair of boots And so that's where we are. In terms of the balls, we've got the donations from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. West Ham is now putting together their donation. So, and Manchester City has also made donations also. So in that sense, we have a holistic approach to helping this camp to be delivered at a level where, it's done in the United Kingdom. And the support from the Premiership clubs have been enormous. And that does well for the sport and the development of the program on St. Kitts. So that's where we are at the moment. I think one of the things for me, and I've said this to these guys, and I know you'll answer the question, Dr. Newton, later on. You asked me about challenges. I think one of the key things of this program, and I've always said this, having worked in the UK, especially with young people, and in some of the most poorest boroughs across the UK, that tackling crime at an early age is very important. You have to intervene at the age of 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, right up until they're 18, because once you get them older, it is that they're already set in their ways. So once you intervene at an early age, you're now creating individuals who understand that they have more to give to the Federation than getting involved in antisocial behavior or criminal activity. And it's nice to have all your fun and frolic and all your, exciting programs and enjoyment on the island at different times of the year. But what I always say to companies is that you also have to look at what is creating certain issues in terms of crime or criminal behavior on your island. And so, yes, you can give to all of these great events, but you also have to give to, creating an environment where everyone can now understand that we have a low crime rate. We have young people who are not getting involved in criminal activity, not getting involved in antisocial behavior, but contributing to the development and growth of the island as a great place to come and live, work, enjoy, holiday, and stuff like that. So I think that, for me, is critical, and that's why we got a lot of the Premiership teams in the UK to get involved in an activity in the Caribbean. And these guys are in it for the long haul. It's not just, we're going to do this year and walk away. They're in it for the long haul, and they're happy to come to St. Kitts and are looking forward to it. So I'll stop there now and let you guys, take it from there.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Ford. We're grateful for your support in getting this initiative up and running. Yes, our youths need to be very much involved in positive and safe spaces. Dr. Newman?
Yes, as I was saying, yes, Sergeant Ordain, you did ask a very probing question. What are some of the challenges that we experienced in this year? I think they have been exacerbated this year. It's it's a little tougher this year from when we did it last year. I could give you a little background. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew got on board, and former PS Ms. Hull were very enthusiastic and very committed last year. And what they said, listen, leave not a single young person behind, and we did not. Right. We met with the current PS Blanchard, and he is extremely committed because he has seen the value. He himself, a sports person, has seen the value of what the positive impact sports could have. Last year we had people like the Marriott, the Royal St. Kitts school meal programs. We have the various bakeries and supermarket. They gave generously. Rent-a-car businesses supported us. The medical school supported us. The nursing school, and we found that the corporate society and as well as the private small businesses were very, very committed to the program. And this year, I think one of the major challenges that we are experiencing is the fact that people are reporting that things are a little tight. Finances are not as widen, and so therefore they have to be targeted. And then we are getting it into a traffic jam situation where we're surrounded by 1A, this festival. So many people have supported it, and then schools are now graduating, hundreds of parents, etc., giving to that. And so it's economically tough. Globally, we know that there is a impending recession across the globe, and it certainly have impacted the Caribbean significantly. So what we are doing, we are appealing to people's generosity, their commitment, their loyalty, their fascination, and their interest to see our young people really get on board, heading in the right direction, on track, sailing right. And this is exactly what you are about as Sergeant Ordain. This is your passion.
Yes.
So that's why we have come together. We are appealing to anyone, parent, teachers, private persons in government. In fact, we went to St. Kitts. What are the people that we spoke to again? The PS over there.
Nevis.
Nevis. Oh my God! Help me, somebody.
Nevis. We spoke to PS Wakely Daniel and Zanella Claxton.
And they are excited. The folks in Nevis want to see this program take off. So we're looking forward for that.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So you basically have to go back to the drawing board and see look at the solutions. Because we can't venture too much on the problem because time is of the essence.
Indeed.
So we go back to the drawing board and look at our solution. A listening audience and viewing audience, you have heard the officers and the doctors speak about what are the issues. I'm gonna let you guys have before I wrap up, say what you need the public to hear, what they help you. I know for sure you need volunteers in all aspects, and go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Sergeant Ordain, and I will just wrap up in about a minute. I want to thank ZIZ first and foremost, and yourself for having us here this morning. A very important show, Policing with You. And one might ask why we're here, but this initiative is the police and the community working together. Definitely. And we're targeting our youths. Youth development is one of my passion. That's why I focus so much on youth development in football. Football is a sport that has made me into the person I am, I believe. And I want to see our youths going down the right road, staying on the straight and narrow. So I just want to invite our parents, guardians, if you have a child, a ward, or children who wants to come to our camp. It's only $25. You can contact us. There's an online form that you can access online. We're also looking for volunteers. We know school is going to be out. We're looking for sports enthusiasts who can volunteer, maybe run a devotion at mornings, maybe come in and speak about some of social skills and things like that. Looking for coaches as well to see how they can partner with us to help, enhance the camp and make it a great success. So I just want to thank all our sponsors so far: CASCAP St. Kitts and Nevis, Sandy Point Benevolent Society, Ministry of Sports, Ministry of National Security, all the other persons who have committed to contribute so far, Nelson's Water in Nevis, and we're looking forward to a great summer camp this year. Hopefully, we should be back one more time just before the camp start, or maybe during the running of the camp to give you an update as to where we are and what else can we do.
Definitely.
Thank you.
We're touching lives, shaping destiny, unraveling aspiration, and impacting young people's next legacy. This is an awesome program. Get on board.
Thank you so much to my esteemed guests. I am your host, Charmin Ordain, but before I leave, I want to give the number that you can contact for the officers and the security forces sports summer camp: 663-5168, 663-5168. Whether you have a child, whether you want to sponsor, this is the number one of the numbers that you can contact. I want to thank the Almighty God for the time. I want to thank ZIZ and GQ for the time here. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Policing with You. I am your host, Charmin Ordain.
Sacrifice now. Tell me what you think about